Expressville. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gives it on the option. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved. Here early, they cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the move, it's Harden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance. And this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The RPO, it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, I love defenders that are able to get up in the receiver's face, challenge them, and press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defending against the slant.
Not Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QBs want to make plays. It's what they are. It's who they are. And defensively, we got to understand when they get outside the pocket, what am I doing now? I got to make sure that I start to plaster to my guys, take away those easy throws. Those linebackers have to pursue, make sure the quarterback doesn't take off and run. Good defense forces the mistake, and now you set your offense up with really good field position.
Moving away from pressure. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Aggies. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter.
And that's a 1st down.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cooper. Across the 25, he's got room. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up 14 over Michigan State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's caught downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, a really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Reed. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so put them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Singleton. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal.
Combo Rambo! Combo Rambo! Check! Blue 42 strong! Blue 42.
To the air, it's Jennings. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Mustangs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Combo Lizard! Combo Lizard! Set!
They'll go right back to it. finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Burton. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. The field goal is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the...
Turning it on! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Runs for the tackle.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hard running there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in it.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Mustangs.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the returner will be brought down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Goes to the option. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good third down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Going for 6. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical. Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend. I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking, but now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down, and this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. The inside. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 22 over Michigan State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A quick pass to the left. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I have to put that first down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season